howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. To the air, it's Wegman. Gets it out quickly. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Red pass, it's complete. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Feeling some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front in the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And it's slipped out. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of football. I got to know, I got the first down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. That's a coachable lesson for that young man.
Trying to find his man on first down. That's reeled in. It's Campbell. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result,
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Texas A&M 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He makes the connection.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
and that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Makes the catch. It's Owens. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Young. He is smashing people. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Using his legs, it's Young. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the...
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got play. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Bulldozes him. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going downfield for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Pulls it in. It's Prentice. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Extending the play. He'll fire to his right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Back to the air one more time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Miller with the ball. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
At the 35, he's got room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown tie! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the reels it in down the left side. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He's going to pass. Buying some time. That's caught. It's Campbell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and then when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Gets it out fast. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for space. It's Owens. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Brings up first. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 28, Texas A&M 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Runs through the tackle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Give to the back. Powers through the defender. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now the play fake. Coming after it. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Hits the spin cycle.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Wegman. They're bringing heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got a man. It's Owens. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Steps away. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
With the catch, it's Baker. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Snags it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. The give from the gun. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more a part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we